Stephen, a 1-0 defeat to Cliftonville this afternoon. Can I get your thoughts on the game, please?
Well, we're obviously very disappointed with the result, but our performance level here today was excellent. You keep saying all of these things like a repeat performance for the last few weeks. I was really disappointed with our performance at Glenavon last week and said so. Lacklustre, not getting around the first and second balls, being dominated, I felt, a little bit in the midfield area. And I made a couple of changes, a couple of tweaks in the team today to be competitive with this Cliftonville team. And we started off reasonably brightly, and first 5 or 10 minutes, I then felt that the goal unsettled us a little bit. Nathan's disappointed with that, although he makes 2 good saves in the period where Cliftonville were dominant for 20 minutes. And then we finished the first half brightly, with that lovely chance that Danny whips across for Paul, and he just nips in front post, doesn't get the touch to get us in 1-1. But our second half performance here today was sensational. I've counted 3 great chances to score, and we were totally dominant, totally on the front foot, coming at them in waves of attack after attack. But we didn't just get that ball over the line for the goal. That's the great disappointment. But when your team play the way they have and be on the front foot against a very good Cliftonville team for 45 full minutes without reply from them, that pleases me. And you have to stick to your processes. It's a brand new team you're building. You're working on your patterns of play and getting these guys all into the shape that you want them to play and be competitive with all these other teams. They're doing that well. But we just have to be a little bit more clinical in what we do in our work. And and another day you bang those 3 balls in the back of the net, and you're walking out here fairly worthy winners. But we haven't achieved that. That's the disappointment. Boys are really disappointed. I have to be the cheerleader saying to them, listen, stick to your process, keep working hard, and these things will turn for you, because they're very competitive right now.
Yes, as you say, when you see that level of performance, it gives you obviously the confidence that the fortunes will change sort of in front of the goal, that the goals will eventually come, which will really turn the tide.
Well, you have to stick to the processes. Obviously we're hoping that we'll see Big Lex Adam back in a few weeks, and also Shannon Clucas maybe getting back to playing in another couple of weeks. And games come thick and fast, as you know, in month of November and December. I think probably 6 games in both months. So lots of games of football. Trying to keep everybody fit and playing with that enthusiasm, that determination, that focus, and they're really giving it to us right now. I'm so pleased with the way these guys are training, the way they're playing, and you have to hope that that will turn into results for you, and we'll keep doing that.
As you said, you obviously look to sort of change the setup a wee bit in terms of formation and personnel, so it was good to see obviously how the players adapted to that very, very seamlessly.
Yeah, obviously when you watch opposition and you see what they're doing, how they're doing it, we knew that Cliftonville had changed their shape midweek and got a good result against Linfield. We scored a number of goals. We knew that they would try and open up the pitch and play their 3 at the back to dominate the ball, and we said we're not going to let them try and do that, and we tried to shut them down at source. And in many ways, particularly second half, we did that really, really well. So you have to be able to change your shape. You have to work hard in your shape and get the playing personnel to understand what you're trying to do. And I thought they did it exceptionally well here today. As I say, you come away from a game like this and you'll go home and reflect. I think as a manager, I'll say, really pleased with what we're doing. The players will go home going, we should have got something out of that game, and they'll be the ones who'll be really, really disappointed.
And lastly, Stephen, we wore special jerseys today, as we did last season as well, in support of our charity partners, the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. I'm sure for the team, it's a great honour sort of to walk on the pitch and sort of show a physical sort of sign of the support for that charity, and obviously to sort of mark the relationship the club has with the charity also.
Yeah, look, I was so delighted that we did it last year, and I'm more delighted that we did it this year. It's an exceptional charity. This terrible disease that we have, takes far too many lives across a number of the cancers, and it's a brilliant thing to support. And I think Carrick have done an exceptional job. Michael Smith has done an exceptional job in promoting it all, and the shirts look fantastic, and I think they're being auctioned off for money that will to go to research and other things, which is just tremendous. And we're delighted that we're able to play a small part in just helping us where we can. So I'm really thrilled and delighted to be involved in that.
Thank you, Stephen.
Pleasure.